The Central Texas author Lisa Wingate has once again been recognized on the national stage. This year she's a finalist for the International Christian Retail Association Christie Awards and also the American Christian Fiction Writers Carol Awards. Lisa, we appreciate you coming back to Moms Every Day.
I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me back.
You have had an exciting several months. You were recently nominated as a finalist for the Christie Awards, and that was a big surprise to you.
It was a surprise. I didn't even know the publishers nominate the books for the Christie Awards, so I didn't even know it had been nominated. So when they emailed me to let me know it was a finalist, it was completely out of the blue. It was just a surprise in the middle of an ordinary day.
A special time when we got to see your medal to be recognized as being a finalist, and also you are for the second year in a row a finalist for the Carol Awards, and actually two of your works are nominated. Tell me about the Carol Awards.
The Carol Awards are given by American Christian Fiction Writers, which is basically a writer-based organization. Publishers do participate, but it's based with writers. And so the Carol Awards are their top award for fiction. It's kind of the Oscars of Christian fiction for the organization. And so it was a thrill to be a double nominee with both of last year's books for that this year. Found out a little before the Carol Awards, or before the Christie Awards, so it was neat to know that ahead of time too.
What does it mean to you to be recognized in your field as being one of the best?
Well, it means a lot because writing is often a very solitary occupation, and you spend a lot of time in your own head with your characters, and you get email from readers and things. And the best thing about writing, I think, is the connections it makes between you and other people. And so when you get feedback, the feedback means a lot. And when you get feedback from an organization where it's other writers, it means so much, because those are the people who are doing the same thing that you're doing and who know what it feels like to send a story out into the world and hope that people like it. It's a little like sending your child out there and hoping that people are nice to it.
Since we got to talk to you last, you have had a new book come out in February of this year, Blue Moon Bay. Tell me about Blue Moon Bay.
Blue Moon Bay is a story based in a little sort of mysterious town in a lake or on the side of the lake that is a fictional town but is based on Lake Whitney. And so Moses Lake, this lake is a lot like Lake Whitney. If you know Lake Whitney, you'll recognize it. But it's just sort of a little town that, like a lot of lakeside towns, gathers an odd group of people, an interesting collection of people of all incomes and of all different walks of life end up at Moses Lake. And so every story has a little bit of mystery, a little bit of small town fun, a little bit of romance, and Blue Moon Bay is kind of no exception. Sort of about a prodigal daughter type story who has to come back to the lake to see to the sale of some family property and deal with issues with her estranged family. So it's kind of a family reconciliation type of story.
Well, and you've got another one, Firefly Island, coming up in February of 2013, but I want to talk a little bit more about your family. We'll do that after the break. If you have a kid who's moving out of the house or starting a new life phase, Lisa is right there with you. We're talking empty nesting next on Moms Every Day.